talking about how to get a Scrum Master job with no experience. Got some new industry trends which I want to be sharing with yourselves, and some information which you're probably not hearing elsewhere. It's going to be quite a good session today. So I suggest stick around. If you have any questions that you want to ask or queries that you might have in the back of your mind, feel free to drop them into the chat box. I will definitely answer them. It's going to be a fun session, not going to be anything too daunting. But the thing is that you should realize in these live sessions is that this is an opportunity for yourself to actually get some free advice here, get some free training, get some free advice, something that you need help on, something that that you're struggling with right now. This is a prime opportunity for you to kind of get that help now. So when it comes to this, essentially the Scrum Master role now more than ever is you understanding where you want to go in life. It's not about where, you know, how best placed to get the Scrum Master job. What it is mostly about is how can you take it to the next level? What is it that you need to do? What do you need to do in order to progress? It's not the Scrum Master job that you're going for. It's career progression. That's what you're ultimately looking for. The Scrum Master role is just a means to an end. That's all it is. It's just a step up in the career ladder. That's all it is. It's a stepping stone. It's a stepping stone. There's nothing else to it. The quicker that you understand this, the better it's going to be for you going forward, because um, you start to get an inclination. You start to get a realization in terms of what's going on here. I'm going to share some interesting graphs today. I'm going to be sharing some interesting stuff today, which will actually surprise some of you guys what I'm going to be sharing. But I just want to make sure everyone is logged in, first of all. I can see a few more people joining in with me on Twitter. Then I'll start to share some interesting insights, which will really kind of highlight and display why this is becoming more and more of a problematic area. It's not an easy thing. This is a fact. This is not an easy thing to do. This is something as more and more people enter the market, it's becoming more and more crowded, and you need to have more of a targeted, focused, specific approach when it comes to this. I know a lot of you have taken Scrum Master training, and you're not getting jobs. This is the reason of the live stream here. And I've been doing some consultancy work. I've been doing some back in the field, and I've noticed there's a lot of Scrum Masters who have passed certifications, CSM, PSM, whatever it is, and they're in the job. They're working in the job, and suddenly they're faced with a task, and they're faced with the task, and they can't really do anything. Right? This is where they are. They're faced with a task, and they can't do anything. And the reason why this is problematic is they're not getting what they need, right? They're not getting what they need here, and they're struggling. The team is failing, the company's failing. No one's winning. Because no one's winning, the Scrum Master starts to panic. And when the panic starts to set in, we start to get big problems. This is where the problems start. This is where all the problems start to come. And this is what we want to be talking about today. So I want to share something, and I think this will be very helpful for everyone to see today exactly. And I've got this published. If you're following me on Instagram or anything like this, when you see this, you will start to kind of, get an understanding of what we're saying here. So you should be able to see two things now. We've got two things. This is published on my Instagram. You can check it out. What is the career path of a Scrum Master, right? And we really want to just start off from from the bottom here. Okay, so this is the entirety of the thing here. The the first stage is the Scrum Master stage, right? This is where we are. This is where it starts off from, is the Scrum Master stage. This is your first entry level. Now, most of you, what you're doing here is the following: is that you're taking a PSM and you're taking a CSM and you're calling it quits after that. Okay, I get it. You think you have done it, you've accomplished enough, and then you know that's it. You've done the CSM and PSM. You've landed your Scrum Master job, and you're doing an okay job at it, and that's it. You leave it at that. Problem here is that you're meant to be continuously improving. You're meant to be continuously evolving. Because of this, you start to stagnate, and your team detects that you're not actually who you said you were going to be, that all-encompassing Scrum Master that's going to be ever evolving. They pick up that BS from your side. You're stagnating. They start to stagnate. What happens? The team starts to break down. Nobody gets anywhere. That's where you are at the Scrum Master level. This is what's happening right now. And some of you can't even get into the Scrum Master position, right? Some of you are just entering into this pyramid right now. This is the pyramid, the Scrum Master pyramid. I'm going to go through all these levels right now. I'm just talking about the bottom layer right now. Some of you haven't even gone into this right now, right? Some of you are just trying to peek into this pyramid right now. So what was your first line of attack? Take the PSM, take the CSM. I'm going to get myself a certificate. I'm going to rewrite my CV. I'm going to get the Scrum Master job. Totally the wrong mindset to have. Totally. Not only is it the wrong mindset to have, you're actually letting yourself down. You're actually letting yourself down in a big way. In a huge way. Essentially, what you're saying to yourself is this: as a Scrum Master, I don't need this. I can do whatever I want. And you've given the middle finger to the entire industry by thinking that a certification and a CV rewrite is enough for you to get the job done. It's not. It simply is not enough. And people that are selling you on this are doing you a disservice. And I really hope people that watch this video after the live stream ends understand this, that there is a massive piece which is just people are just forgetting about, which is it's very easy to pick up if you are a good Scrum Master or not. It's very easy. It's very easy to pick this up. It comes from your language. It's as simple as that. It's not from the theory. It's not from the coaching. It's not from the CV, right? It's coming from your language at the end of the day. If you are communicating a language which is solid, which is shows that you are a attacking Scrum Master, you're not a defensive Scrum Master, there is a big difference in terms of how you go forward. A huge difference. So this is where you're at the bottom, which is the Scrum Master path, right? This is you've got a CSM, you've got a PSM, you've got an SSM, and you get yourself into a Scrum Master role, and then you don't really know what to do at this point, right? The next logical step here is to really go into a senior Scrum Master position, which will allow you to really excel in this role and to demonstrate that you are not you're not just a standard Scrum Master here. You are someone that has a lot of a lot of room to grow, someone that can really take it to the next level. That's the person that you want to be, right? That's what you want to get to. This requires you to take some more certifications now. Some of you are going to be surprised in terms of what I'm saying here. Remember, when I'm saying this, I'm thinking from the industry perspective. A lot of the other YouTubers will disagree. I'm fine with that. A lot of the other literature it's going to go against a lot of the stuff I'm going to say here is going to go against a lot of literature that you're seeing. Number one, you need to have project management skills. That's just bang on. If you don't have project management skills, you really will not be able to get into the senior position, because when we're talking about senior scrum master, what we're talking about here is the ability to be in a leading position with other scrum masters reporting to you. In order for that to happen, you need to demonstrate that you know processes, project management, stakeholder interaction, engagement, influence, negotiation. There's a whole bunch of skill sets that are required here. Scoping, risk management, costing, vendor, there's tons of stuff in here. So when I say senior scrum master, what I'm effectively saying here is that you were previously a scrum master. You've taken a step up from a team lead position. You maybe were in a different role before, and you've entered the scrum master position, and now you're taking a step up. That step up would be that you are effectively a project manager / scrum master at this stage. This is where I'm seeing it as here. Okay. This was, and the courses to take here is, very much, advanced scrum master and PMP project management. These are two phenomenal courses that you should be taking. They help people. It's a fact. They help people, and that'll take you to the senior scrum master position, which is very good. I've just zoomed out here just for you guys to see slightly larger of the picture here, and it will just kind of help you just kind of understand what's going on here. So the next level up is the Agile Coach role. Now the Agile Coach role is the first podium that you'll reach within this, which will show you exactly what's going on, exactly what's going on in your career. If you have reached that pinnacle or you haven't reached that pinnacle. Once when you reach that pinnacle, you will start to realize there's a whole new world at play here. Not only is this world at play here quite challenging, it's a it's a it's a different perspective, it's a different mindset, different thinking is required here. It's a different beast altogether. So you can't really say this is a senior scrum master position or a scrum master position or a project manager role. It is something totally different. It's something new. It's a different kettle of fish that you probably haven't seen before, you haven't met before, and it's probably the first time you're going to be seeing something like this, because a lot of the stuff which is covered at this level is not your typical everyday work in an organization. It's totally different. It's something else. When you enter the agile coaching space, it is something else. The reason why I'm mentioning this is that I've been an agile coach now for many years. And when I entered the space, to be honest, there is no course. It takes 10 to 15 years to actually become this individual. So whenever you hear people saying that they became an agile coach within 2 years, frankly, I don't buy that. I really don't buy that. It's it just basically means that they've had some connections and they've managed to they got lucky and they managed to jump up the ladder. The fact of the matter is, the real people that know the grind, it takes them years. They know what an agile coach really is, and they really know what this agile coach can really do in front of 1,000 people as well. There's massive differences here. So the agile coach position from a senior scrum master position are, again, two different things, two different beasts, two different lines that you've got to deal with. Don't confuse the two. To become an agile coach, you need coaching. That's it. You can take courses. I really can't recommend any courses here because I can't stand by any of this. None of them will give you the entire picture. That's the problem here. There's nothing standardized here. What you need is coaching. You need one-to-one coaching to actually take you all the way, and that's the best thing. So once when you enter the first podium, which is the agile coach role, you'll see two to three other podiums there, which is the enterprise coach, the business agility coach, and a transformation consultant. These are basically areas that you can interchange at any point. But there is quite a big jump when it comes to enterprise coach and business agility coach. They're very similar in nature. They're very similar. But the one of the business agility coach is someone that's really got a good handle of the entire business, that can make the entire business play harmony to the music in the orchestra. Is the conductor. That's something magical. Um, to be honest, I've not met many business agility coaches in my career. I have not met. I've met enterprise coaches. I've met agile coaches, but when it comes to a true business agility coach, I've not met one that can actually do this, phenomenal. I've never met anyone in my career that can do this. Even on my LinkedIn title, I say business coach. I don't even say business agility coach because I think it's a very difficult thing to achieve. I think it's actually a very challenging thing to achieve as well. So that's some of the thoughts here. And then obviously at the top, you've got the transformation consultant. Transformation consultant is basically you running your own business here. You've got your own, you know, you've got your own services, you market yourself, and then you manage to get business. Fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. But this is someone that is a skilled person that can actually get work done, secure work, execute, all of these things. And this is your top of the line consultant, what we're talking about here, that can sell, that can market, that can do the work, that can do a bit of everything, but also support their, pay the bills at the same time. So this is your top of the range. But for most people, reaching the level of agile coach would be enough. I'd also like to say the thing at the side, the note at the side here is the career will fluctuate within these roles. So once when you reach the agile coach role, you will tend to notice that you'll get roles which are transformation consultant, enterprise coach, agile coach, sometimes maybe business agility coach. There's nothing special there. It's just you will get roles which are fluctuating in between these things. And based on this, you will apply, you will do things slightly differently as well. And that's the important thing to detect here, is that there's a massive, massive difference between these roles. Enterprise coach, I would consider it as a process driven person, while the agile coach is someone that's driving agile change within departments. And the enterprise coach is really harnessing and improving processes to make them more into an agile process within a division or a department or a company. The business agility coach makes the entire company, the organization, as a more of an executive position, um, flow in a agile way, if that's the best way to describe it. And a transformation consultant is, like I said, at the pinnacle. You've got your own company there. So it stands to reason now. Who are you? Where do you want to be? Where do you want to get to right now? The quicker you can answer this question, the better it will be. Because not only will it show you the successive path that you can go up, it will actually give you clarity in terms of where your career could end up. And the possibilities are quite large here because the starting salary of a scrum master is a region of 120K, $120,000 per year. And all these other roles are just going to keep going up and up and up. And a transformation consultant can make anywhere in the region of $500,000 all the way up to $750,000 a year to $1 million. I know transformation consultants who are making in the region of $2.5 million a year. I know them. I speak to them on a weekly basis. So this is something which is a growing space. The space will not stop. It's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The better you can equip yourself for what's coming up, the better you will be going forward. It's as simple as that. However, a lot of you are in the mindset that I will just take a PSM, I'll just take a CSM, it should be enough. This will not get you up the ladder. No, this will not get you anywhere. In fact, all it's going to take you is to a position whereby you get some mediocre roles that you don't even do well in. You want to invest to get to the senior Scrum Master position. There's a couple of certifications in there, and push yourself to the Agile coach space with some really hard coaching, and then keep going up the ladder from there. But again, people that understand what I'm saying here can become very successful in a very short period of time. But again, you have to commit to yourself and you have to dedicate it. But this is something that can be achieved here. This is something that will really help you go forward. So yeah, this is where you are. So most of you are at the bottom right now, the Scrum Master. You try to get into Scrum Master role, but when you crack this nut, the career path is amazing from there. Okay. So guys, if you have any questions, feel free to write them down. If you would like to contact me, you can also contact me as well. You can see my contact details on the screen. Hopefully, I can get them up. Just get this up. So yeah, that's it. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll